All right, it looks like we have everybody here, so I think we're going to get this started. Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Asim. I am the Director of Business Development at Hotcoin Labs, and I'll be moderating today's space. While we wait for everybody, let me just quickly introduce Hotcoin to our listeners and guests. Hotcoin is one of the leading centralized exchanges, founded in 2017, trusted by around 7 million users with a daily trading volume of more than 2 billion. So Hotcoin has prepared some gifts and bonuses for our new users. So please check the link in the Twitter space. Please like and retweet the space. And we're really excited about today's space to educate the retail audience about the opportunities and trends in crypto today. And today's topic is going to be around DePIN and how that narrative will be shaping 2025. So we have some really cool special guests with us today. We have Alexander from IDO, Felicia from Fogsworks, and Victor from WowEarn. So without further ado, I'm just going to have each panelist introduce themselves, starting with WowEarn. So Victor, are you there?
Hey to everyone. Pleasure to be here today. So what about WowEarn? It's a comprehensive all-in-one Web3 application, seamlessly integrating DeFi through Wow Wallet, SocialFi with Wow Chat and Wow Quest, dynamic marketplace via Wow Explore, and innovative reward mining with Wow Mining, built on their proof of engagement mechanism. So that's just quickly about us.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Moving along, we have Felicia.
Hello?
From Fogworks.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Fogworks builds the self-serving DePIN server, enhancing the data privacy, ownership, and enabling the user to monetize the data through the blockchain-based AI solutions. And Foggy nodes consist of the DMC network, and DMC networks use the DMC storage and AI computing. So our DMC token TMC AI leverage AI and DePIN server to secure the data ownership and using the ERC 7585 protocol. And our network provides scalable hard data storage, content transaction, and also backup service with a fast retrieval and a low latency. And thank you very much for inviting me. I'm really glad to be here.
Thank you so much, and we're glad to have you here. And last but not least, we have Alexander from ADO.
Hi guys, thank you for inviting me here. And we at ADO help connect third-party generic devices. So it can be sensors, it can be cameras, it can be computational devices, and help you find data buyers. So we're both a connectivity infrastructure and a data stream market. And our goal is to make it as cheap as possible for you to join DePIN. We don't sell hardware, we help you stream the data.
Awesome. Great. So now that we have our introductions out of the way, let's just dive right into it. So my first question is going to be for ADO and Fogworks. And the question is, what DePIN trends and narratives will define 2025 that we didn't see in 2024? And how do your projects contribute to them? So we can start off with Felicia.
Okay. Thank you for the question. It's kind of very exciting for the 2025 because we are world first DePIN server. We started to pilot sell it on the Indiegogo back in the 2023. So for the last year, 2024, is kind of ramping up, and we're kind of we already upgrade 3 to 4 versions for our DePIN servers. So it becoming not only can be the storage, but also can be can connect to your IoT devices, and you can transport the data into the devices. And all by the end of the 2024, we are working with AI, AI computing resources, and to add the feature on the AI. So for looking to the 2025, we do see the AI development, and also DePIN extends to the AI development. So extension to the new sectors. And also, I do notice a couple of the DePIN project have the multi-token ecosystem. For example, for our device, FoggyMax, we not only can earn our token DMC, which is our native token, but we can also be available on the EVM chain, DMCX, and in the future with AI and DMC AI. And also, we are compatible with Filecoin Station, where, we can mine file as well. So that looking into the 2025, we do see DePIN is a multi-token ecosystem. So more DePIN project work together and incentivize the participation. I do notice not only our project also other project also have a launch pad, so the other project can drop the token over here. And we do see the increased institutional interest, and as the Trump admission is more favorable to the crypto, and we do see the institutional investor show the greater interest on DePIN project, especially integration with the real world assets, RWA, and you can see like realistic and commodities and OKX. I do see some movie coming up. So kind of DePIN integration with RWA. This is also the trend, and the enhanced security and transparency. And compare with the centralized network, DePIN network is kind of the fast and cost effective, and also because it's operated on the blockchain, it improving the security and transparency. So this is all of the exciting things is going to happen in the 2025. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And Alexander, I'd love to hear your take as well.
Sure. So I partially agree, especially on the side of institutional investors and institutional players in general. So I think last year, most of the DePINs were trying to kind of, finalize the idea, start building, get some, first users on board. And for majority of the DePINs, that was the focus. Now, I believe we're going to see more approach to enterprise players and more business side of trying to sell the data or sell the services. So more institutional adoption among the new things, the one we haven't seen in the past. I believe we're going to see more listings of the DePIN projects, especially taking into account that the timing looks good. And we're going to also see, how would I frame it? I would say, let's stop at listings. Yeah. I would say maybe more data collection in general. So the computational is very straightforward business when it comes to like decentralized compute. I think the data collection kind of a more complex one to get started. And I think we're going to see much more traction and much more business. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Now moving along, this question is going to be for all of you, and we'll start it off with Victor. So the question is, what are the key signs of a successful DePIN project, and how can users spot the next big opportunity before it goes mainstream?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good question. As for the sign of the successful project, I would analyze it by the following factors: the problem which it solves, the utility of the token and the project itself, the venture capitals and investors which this project have, and their team and their previous experience in the crypto. To be honest, DePIN is currently one of their main focuses of their venture capital. So as for the spotting an opportunity before the mainstream, I would look and highlight the list of the funds that's are most actively investing in DePIN and track their activity in social networks. Also personally helps me in this, it's CryptoRank website, where you can see the list of the project that funds invested in.
Awesome. Thank you. And Felicia?
Yes, for the key signs of the successful DePIN project, I would say that, so the first is DePIN is different from the Mimi, because DePIN is infrastructure building. So it does require, the experienced engineering team. So it's led by have the proven, track record in the kind of infrastructure building team, and also blockchain technology and the project management. And also, look at the governance is the decentralized. So the project working with a DAO, and for example, like our DMC project, we do working closely with our Yin Yang DAO, and basically it's a kind of DAO driven. And also this effective decentralized governance, and also we do have the community voting consensus protocol, and all the decision also kind of made by the DAO. And also have sustainable tokenomics. So look at the white paper, and the tokenomic does make sense, and ensure the long-term sustainability. And the source is open source, of course, and make sure the security and the privacy is strong, and to protect the whole network from attacks and ensure the user trust. Thank you.
Thank you. And last but not least, Alexander?
Yeah, so for me, I think the most important part when it comes specifically to DePIN is the business side. Because, basically DePINs are working with some physical infrastructure. Physical infrastructure has a tendency to have some maintenance costs, physical maintenance costs. And it's not just about the token itself, I would say. It's more about how will that be utilized and how will that generate revenue for participants. So if I were to advise people like who pick up the projects and trying to support the early, startups that gonna make it, I would say look at the business side. Does it make sense to you, or it doesn't? Like look at the tokenomics, does the value come there or not? Because DePIN is a beast of its own, and it has to work with real world and real enterprises to kind of make sense, in my opinion. So I would say look at the business structure, and of course the team. The experience of the team is always important. Thank you.
Awesome. And your response actually is a great segue to our next question. And that is going to be, will companies like NVIDIA and Amazon, which provide centralized resources, struggle to compete with DePIN in the next decade, or will they end up becoming key partners? So Alexander, I'd like you to start off with that question, please.
That's a good one. So usually the big players are long to adopt, novel solutions and give up any control. And when it comes to DePIN, it's basically a decentralized control in a way, like, you usually don't have concentration of computation and stuff like that. So from that perspective, you can say they will rather compete. But at the same time, they may just take their own niche. When it comes to centralized storages of some not really important data, the centralized solution may be a good one. And on the other hand, if it's in specific locations, right? On the other hand, if the location doesn't permit such facilities, or there is none over there, then DePIN may fill that niche. So I think it will be a more competition coexistence. I don't anticipate them going into the DePIN as a business, like changing their models, but I may be wrong here. Thank you.
No, yeah, that makes complete sense. Thank you for your response. Now, Felicia, I know you talked about a lot of institutional support, so I'd love to hear your response and your take on this question as well.
Okay, thank you. As a matter of fact, the DePIN right now is still in the early stage. So the market cap is still small. I remember yesterday I read the data is around $33 billion on the market cap. It is quite small in the early stage as well. And I would like to say it's a little bit different from, I do see it is collaborative. And, currently, out of AI resources, is occupied, by the Mag 7, like NVIDIA, Amazon, and, Google. And, they do provide quite a lot of power for the centralized, AI solutions. But the big model run on their data center, huge data center. But there do have some voices last year, like for individual person like you and me, we want the data to be protected, data privacy, and we don't want our own data, private data, to be trained in the big data center. We want to control our data. That is where we can kick in here. I do see the besides robotics is becoming much more popular, and Tesla robotics only above the $40K. I do have a intention want to purchase one, but for if I got the robotic in the future, I want my data to be protected. Privacy is a key, and I do see the individual AI computing and the storage is the future. So DePIN plus AI is the future, I think in next 5 years. And, I do see the collaboration between NVIDIA and Amazon with individual users, because, they can train the big models, and we can, after training, we can use some some AI model to run on our local network, which is, a DePIN network can kick in here. So I do see, in the future, as based on the individual needs, DePIN plus AI, can help the individual consumer like you and me. So this is my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And yeah, that actually brings me to my next question, which is how can retail investors profit from early involvement in DePIN projects, and what are some of the accessible ways to participate? So Victor, if you wouldn't mind starting off with that question for us.
Yeah, sure. I would like to say that, as in another different projects, early participation gives always advantages for the users. For example, you can buy tokens on ICO at the most favorable price. If the project have mainnet or testnet, you can run your own node. You can participate in testnet activities and some back tests. Also, you can take participation in Galaxy or Testcom airdrops and stuff like this.
Awesome, thank you. And Alexander, your take?
So completely agree. I would just add specifics. Like if you take us, for example, we run several programs. So we had ambassador programs, we had early closed beta testers, where we give up the special status and special roles to participants. And that's a great way to earn additional like rewards when the project is launched. The best way is, of course, to participate as a data streamer. The cheapest way is probably will be with us in a way that we allow to, again, connect third-party devices. So you can have a setup of under $100, or if you have old laptop lying around the house, you can use it, and you can start earning. And for the participation, most of the projects reward the contributors and early users. So yeah, being active.
Awesome, great. So yeah, my next question is, how does the token utility typically work in DePIN projects? And how can a crypto user evaluate a token's growth potential and the strength of its utility? So Alexander, if you wouldn't mind starting with that question.
That's an interesting one. So when it comes to token, I would say, does the tokenomics make sense to you? Do you understand why it is the way it is? And when it comes to tokenomics, it's not just the benefits of the blockchain for transactions, but it's also a way to implement policies. So, for example, when it comes to us, we use tokenomics as a way to balance incentives between data streamer and data buyer, and also give levers to each of them to make sure that they fulfill the contract. So that would be the first point. And the second one would be the value. When you look at the tokenomics, where does the value go? Like, do you understand where the earnings or where the value generated ends up? So, for example, we make sure that it goes back to the token itself. But a lot of times the tokenomics get very complicated with multiple layers. And if you lose it, you probably if you don't understand it, you probably shouldn't buy it. That's my opinion. So make sure you understand the tokenomics before you make the decision to buy anything. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. And Felicia, I have the same question for you, but I'd also like to know if you can explain the difference between some of these DePIN tokenomics versus traditional mining as well.
Okay, great. I can add one thing more, cause Fogworks provide it's focused on the storage infrastructure, and we provide not only blockchain storage and AI computing solutions, but we also provide off-chain, which is to individual traditional investors, retail investors, with like a traditional AI storage solutions. For example, we're going to launch campaign in Kickstarter and or Indiegogo platform. We're right now evaluating to the two platform right now, and we're going to launch for individual consumers. You have a AI based storage solution with a function of some of a blockchain there, but it's not a blockchain project. It is individual consumers. So for the professional, like enterprise, like enterprise, for example, small business, like the lawyer, and since if in case there's a kind of the case is kind of a little bit big, need a lot of the videos, photos, and also probably 10 lawyer get involved, and you guys need to share with one big storage device, which is our Foggy Pro kicked in. And this is the one we're going to launch pretty soon in January or February. And please stay tuned. And with that device, in the future, they're going to have AI. We do run AI agent on the storage device, big storage device up to 48T. so your picture can be sorted. For example, currently, mom and attend the daughter's ceremony and play the performance, like sympathy on the stage, and you record your daughter's moment. It's more than 7 minutes. But if you send this one to your mother in Japan or your family in Hong Kong, and it's only allow you to, for the line, is only less than 5 minutes. So with this device on your hand, it is portable. You can send as many as possible. So this kind of story device, AI based AI with the AI agent on, can solve your kind of this current problem for the consumers. So this is our off-chain solution. And we do have a on-chain solution as well. There's a couple of ways to join our DMC community and the Foggy community. So you can either purchase the 4 TB Foggy Max or 1 TB. Currently most people want to try the 1 TB as well. And also our token can be purchased on the Gate, L-Bank, and B-Mark. And you can join our ambassador program. You can apply for our content manager position. So there's a many way to participate in this program. And how is our traditional DePIN is different from the AI one? I think it's just for AI one is more like more for the people's usage. So it's going to be really close to the consumers. People can pick it up, and then I think plug and play. It's very easier for them to do the education for the blockchain, for the DePIN project in the future. So thank you.
So much. I'm really looking forward to that. And we will keep out for that Indiegogo campaign. So my next question is for Victor. And once again, my question for you is, how tokens typically gain value, and what factors should retail investors watch to maximize their potential earnings?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, based on my experience, tokens that grow in value are tokens that benefits the crypto community and solve the certain problems that exist in it. Also, projects should have a realistic long-term roadmap for the development, clear tokenomics of the projects. Additionally, I would recommend to study the team, the previous experience, and the backers which some certain projects have, because backers, it's always the key point of the successful project, as we see so far on the crypto market. So that's it.
Awesome, thank you. So in my next question, it's going to start off with for Alexander. What kind of partners or projects are you looking for in the DePIN ecosystem, and what can you guys offer them?
That's a good one. So we are looking for DePINs that have a business behind their data. So primarily our focus is DePINs that work with some sort of data. It can be environmental, it can be cameras, it can be something from radio waves, radio transmitters, whatever. So it comes first is data, and second is what do you do with it? Like if you just collect it and give tokens and you really don't have any business model behind it, usually you're not our client. But if you do, then we can potentially help you get more clients as well as lower the costs for both you and the user. And that's the key benefits. As a project that has business behind data, you probably work with hardware as a necessity. So if you can focus on your core business, that's a benefit to you. And if we can save money to your users and they can join your project easier, faster, and cheaper, then that's a benefit to both of you. We also are interested in demand side. So if anybody like AI projects in particular are looking for data streams, then we can help them get that. So that's the core audience. Thank you.
Thank you. And Felicia, I'd love to hear your take on that as well.
Okay, thank you. And we'd love to work with the DePIN projects because we like the one we work with Aquin in the last Christmas. We can, collaborate on the providing more resources for the people. For example, they have the electronic device to plug in, and then with that on can connect to our device, so that if the consumer can get both, they can benefit both. So this is a DePIN project, and also we're working with right now I mentioned that as I mentioned that on the 2025 DePIN is the trend is a multi-tokens ecosystem. So we're collaborating with more DePIN project. It really help with the multi-token ecosystem. And also we want to collaborate with AI computing project. And for example, you have H100, and we're currently working with some project like this. And because we have our Foggy nodes, we have around more than 3,000. Network is quite a solid network, more like a mini server on each location. So, if we want to collaborate with a computing project, and then we can provide more AI resources and solutions to the consumers. And this is we're looking for. We position us as an AI infrastructure for the consumers. Thank you.
Cool. And Victor, I would love to get your take on this question as well, moving along into 2025.
What about 2025? I think
I'm sorry, just specifically for partners that you guys are looking to work with as well. Sorry.
To be honest, as we have the main product which we have, it's the wallet. We are happy to work with any type of the projects and integrate them over our wallet, so we can provide the best solution on the market for our community. As so far we have 3 million registered users, and I think with some good DePIN projects we can bring value for them.
Awesome, great. So my next question for you guys, and almost final question, is what is next for you guys in 2025? So Victor, we can start that question off with you as well.
Yeah, sure. In 2025, I think that we'll see the merge of the Web2 and Web3 worlds, as for now, we see and hear more and more about blockchain technology adoptions for the Web2 companies, as well as more active conversation at the state level about cryptocurrencies, technologies, blockchain technologies, and their adoptions for our Web2 world. What about PowerEarn in 2025? We are preparing the release of our own token, as well as the development and creation of the new product that will combine all-in-one solution. For example, one of such products which can be highlighted now, it's WoW Chat, which will be encrypted in-app chat. So that's what we're expecting from 2025 so far. Thank you.
Great. And Alexander, what's 2025 looking for you guys?
So it is a big year for us, that's for sure. So we're going to release some more information about the project. As many people have noticed, we just have a light paper. So more to come. We are about to have an open beta test. So pretty much anybody can join the beta test, try out the product. We have partnerships integrated, and we are close to the product launch. So big year, very big one. As well as we're gonna spend our resources on growth of the network and on getting more demand for the data, which is a crucial part for any DePIN project.
Awesome. Great. Thank you. And last but not least, Felicia, tell me what you guys have in store coming up.
Yeah, for 2025, it's very exciting years, and we're focusing on the DePIN and the AI infrastructure for individual consumers on the blockchain and off the blockchain. So more partners. We want to collaborate with more partners, and our governance is a DAO, is driven by the DAO, and we work with the local community and want to help them to grow. This is our goal for 2025. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. And my very last question for you guys, and we can go around, is how can crypto users start engaging with your project and start earning today? So we can start off with Alexander. Oh, looks like you just got dropped. So we'll start off with Felicia then.
Yes, you have many ways to get involved in our project. First, if you're interested to be part of it, you can attend our ambassador program. And secondly, if we do have our device, and we welcome you to join our Foggy community. Our device is listed on the shop.forwork.io, and and also please pay attention to our either Kickstarter or Indiegogo is coming up pretty soon with the AI agent for the DePIN infrastructure. So that is the one to watch up. And also welcome you to be we on the Gate and Bank, we do have a DMC token available, and right now is increasing, and we welcome you to join our DMC community as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alexander. It's good to have you back on the panel. I would love to know if you could answer that question as well.
So the best way to join is basically get registered on the website. So we're gonna get the open beta test soon. So anybody can come in. It's a simple registration, and then you can get the software to put on your old laptop or on a Raspberry Pi and start streaming data. So the great part, it doesn't cost you much at all. So I mean, you can order whatever is available nearby, whatever online store you have. You can get a Raspberry Pi. Can range anywhere from 30 to 80, depending on where you're located and the local taxes. But again, it's available, it's cheap, and you just download the software. You don't have to pay us anything, and you can start streaming data. You can be a VPN provider. You can share your Wi-Fi. It's a lot of stuff you can do with just simple hardware, and it has a secondary market value too. So again, go to our website. Also follow us on Twitter and Discord. We have a lot of announcements and a lot of different activities going on there. So that's a chance for you to get some extra rewards or extra freebies. For example, recently we had New Year prizes where we gave away more than 5,000 of worth of equipment, and we get occasionally stuff like that. Not sure if we're gonna do equipment again, but again, we're trying to get you guys started, and we're very open with stimulating you right now with any rewards. Thank you.
Thank you. And last but not least, Victor, please tell us how people can get involved.
Yeah, sure. As our main product for now, it's the Web3 wallet. People can use it even now, even today. Also, you can earn through mining of our native token, which is integrated mining app integrated to our wallet. You can also participate in the airdrop campaigns on the Tascon, on the Galaxy. You can start using our wallet for the payment for the D apps, which we have a lot of them. You can use it for the swap, especially as it's compatible with the Wallet Connect. And also, for sure, you can take participation in our ambassador program as well. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I loved hearing from every one of you guys today. We're going to take a couple of minutes to see if anybody has questions in the audience. So if you do, just please raise your hand. If not, I think we can wrap this up. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I've learned a lot about DePIN. I think we're all excited to see how this space is going to grow. Yeah, does anybody else want to throw anything in here while we still have time? Anything you're excited about, anything anybody should look out for. And feel free to just, shout it out. All right, then without further ado, I think we can wrap this one up. Thank you guys, everybody. It's been wonderful hearing from you. Until next time.
Thank you so much.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Yes, Happy New Year. All right, goodbye, everybody.